News basics. Meaning, structure of story. 5 W's and 1 H. News stands for North, East, West, South. Through his name, we can know that news gives us information about every direction. Basically, news is the factual information about any current event. The English word news developed in the 14th century as a special use of the plural form of new. As its name implies, news typically suggests the presentation of new information. News is reported by a variety of sources such as newspaper, magazine, television shows, cable, radio program, websites, emails, and word of mouth. News often address aspect of reality which seems unusual, deviant, or out of the ordinary. Structure of news story. The news story is structured in such a manner that the lead contains the focal point of the event. This is also known as summary lead and also the 5 W's and 1 H. News stories generally consist of two parts, a beginning and a development. The beginning is called the lead, which tells the story climax or in some cases suggests the climax. The development section is the body of the story which elaborates on the information given or suggested in the lead. The concept of 5 W's and 1 H. The 5 W's and 1 H are 6 questions whose answers are considered basic in information gathering. They include who, what, when, where, why, and how. The 5 W's are often mentioned in journalism, research, and police investigation. According to the principle of the 5 W's and 1 H, a report can only be considered completed if it answers all the questions of 5 W's and 1 H. Each question should have a factual answer. Importantly, none of these questions can be answered with a simple yes or no. To show the use of 5 W's and 1 H, we use an example in project management. For example, think about answering these 5 W's or 1 H before we start any project. The first question we ask is, why are we doing this project? Though it seems so obvious, I have been often a part of any project where the why question was never asked. I think sometimes you get so used to being assigned project with little to no evolution, let alone business case justification, that the fundamental question of why are we doing this project does not get asked. Really delving into this question will allow you to get at the drives and benefit that the project is to deliver, which will allow you to deliver a project to your customer and stakeholder satisfaction. The second question we have to ask is what? After why, this is really the first question you ask when you are trying to gather any information or requirement to the project to define the scope. It gets no simpler than what do we do. The third question we ask is who. This question is raised when we want to know about anything, any person, or any team. For example, who are your stakeholder, team customer that will work on sponsor and ultimately benefit from when your project is completed. The 4 W stands for when. Sometimes this question gets asked before all the questions we discuss above get answered. You need to know why, what, and who will be a part of your project before you can adequately answer when it will get completed. The 5th W stands for where. Then after all is said and done, where will your project be done? Where will it be delivered? With today's global and dispersed environments, this question is not as simple as it may seem. The last and final question we ask is how. How you will complete your project. This is really where the methods, practices, tools, and techniques get deployed, but not until you have answered in detail the above asked 5 W's first. From the above example, we came to the conclusion that the method of 5 W's and 1 H are very popular among journalists. They allow you to structure your thoughts and to ask essential questions in order to solve a situation. In terms of project management, this is an irreplaceable tool which may be used in multiple contexts. For example, establishing a communication plan, defining a project, or even in a crisis management.